Sweet shirt.
Oh yeah. What's up?
What up, man?
I had for a minute I had trouble getting my camera up. That's what took so long. It's like I came on and I could hear, but I couldn't see. But we're all good
Huh?
now.
Yeah.
Where'd you end up eating at?
I had to get some soup from Roosters. Because like I say, man, this is still I'm being
Bill?
still being selective what I eat. So
Damn, that's crazy. It's going on
yeah.
this long.
Now well, tomorrow will be a week. So
Yeah.
yep. Yep.
Right on. All right, we're gonna get started. All right, today's topic is top five rap songs. All right, go ahead. We got for number five.
Well, rap really isn't my thing, but been a few songs um, that I've liked here and there. Um, so all I really came up with was five songs. I really didn't dig into honorable mentions. But starting off with number five, which will be one of the songs from the album of the week we'll discuss, is Brass Monkey, Beastie Boys, off License to Ill.
Oh yeah.
Now, I know we'll delve into the License to Ill, but something about Brass Monkey, man, that I like about it.
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
back then, that song kind of resonated for me and like some of my dudes, at the time when we were just first starting getting into skateboarding and yeah. So that's my number five, man. Beastie Boys, Brass Monkey.
All right, right on. All right, like I thought this was going to be easier than it was. Like it was pretty hard for me. I'm not the biggest rap fan either, but there's a few rappers that I like a lot of their shit.
Hmm.
So I came up with a bunch of them, and I tried to narrow it down to like one from each artist. Like I could have had like five Dre songs or five Snoop songs, but I tried to narrow it down to like one artist, the one song per artist. And I have tons of honorable mentions too. So
Okay,
my
cool.
number five, off the Eminem show, is the fourth rapper from Eminem, "Cleaning Out My Closet."
So I may have heard that song. I don't know.
It's kind of slow, but it's kind of hard, man. It's like it's dark. But he was always talking about killing his wife and his mom and everything anyway. But
And I
like,
and I do respect Eminem for like what he does.
yeah.
I definitely do.
But see, like I like a lot of his earlier stuff, so I could have had like that one record, the first one he got big on,
Slim Shady.
My Name Is, yeah, like that
Yeah.
whole record was good. So like I could have had a bunch of his stuff on here.
Hmm.
But yeah, Clean Out My Closet, that's my number five. All right. What you got for number four?
Well, I really didn't put these in an order either, so I'm just kind of picking. The next one. So there's a rapper who he still does stuff to this day who I find extremely entertaining. I think he's creative. He takes shit pretty over the top, which I think that's part of the creativity. Um, this song is actually from a girl rapper also, and I think she still does stuff. This song's at least 10 years old, but it's Lil Debbie and Riff Raff, and the song is Squirt. So
Mm,
it's a pretty fun song. She's kind of cute, uh, but Riff Raff's in it. Riff Raff and um, Simon Rex, his rap name is something nasty, Dirt Nasty, I think. Like they're in it, and like I said, just the videos. It's fun, man. It's kind of ridiculous. Riff Raff is like rapping, walking down a hallway with a bottle of Miracle Whip in his hand. Randomly some squeezable Miracle Whip. But I do think Riff Raff is entertaining. And even like if there was an opportunity to go see him, I'd go because I think it'd be a fun, entertaining show. He knows what he's doing, man.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah,
I didn't think you'd pull out something that I didn't know. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool. 'Cause I have some I'm sure you don't know.
probably.
I went I went through a phase like back in the 90s. So most of my stuff is from around that time. But you know, never really listened to rap growing up. And when I went to Florida, my cousin, it's all he listened to was like Snoop and stuff. So like he kind of got me onto it. And so I kind of dug into the rabbit hole for a while and listened to some stuff. But my number four is more on the pop side of rap. It's from the movie Nothing But Trouble.
Okay, yeah,
Digital Underground featuring Tupac, same song.
yeah.
You remember that one?
The one I remember is
Humpty Dance.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good one too. But this
yeah,
one, man, it's so catchy.
yeah. Actually, you talking about it, I did just come up with. I'll have two honorable mentions because Tupac is a part of one of them, and so yeah, we'll get to. I actually will. I'll have a couple honorable mentions after I get through with mine, but yeah, I knew who Digital Underground were too. Yeah.
Yeah. He died a couple years ago.
Oh,
Humpty.
Humpty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And I remember that movie too.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't Chevy Chase in it and Dan
Yeah. Dan
Aykroyd
Aykroyd.
played the
Yeah.
fucking characters and like the fucked up twin brothers or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right, what do
remember
you got
that.
for number three?
Number three, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with something within the past 20 years. These guys got hot there for a while. 3 6 Mafia
Oh yeah, I remember them.
with the song Rainbow Colors. It's just straight up about lean, them mixing Jolly Ranchers with the liquid oxycodone, man, and doing the lean thing. Yeah, there's something about that song I like, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, I actually okay with some 3 6 Mafia stuff.
I never really listened to much of their music, but I remember they had a reality show on
Yeah,
MTV and it was fucking hilarious.
yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah, it
about,
was so
and I
good.
I may have watched some of it, but I don't know. I just didn't get drawn in.
Yeah, I just thought it was,
Excuse me, drawn into it.
oh man, it was so funny.
Yeah, 3 6 Mafia, man.
Right on.
Tennessee.
All right. My number three, this is kind of poppy too. Song the album is called Asleep in the Bread Aisle, released in 2009. Asher Roth featuring CeeLo Green, Be By Myself.
Don't know the song, but I know who Asher Roth and CeeLo Green are.
You know, it's funny because I've kind of mentioned CeeLo in a couple episodes. He was on the One Hit Wonder thing, but I come to realize I like some CeeLo Green, man. Like
Oh, I totally recognize that
yeah,
dude's talented, man.
yeah,
Was part of the
like
Gorillaz thing.
yeah.
Uh, yeah.
It's like because I mean he's a guest on a lot of stuff. Like he's even a guest on like on an Eminem song, but like yeah, he's pretty fucking good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Asher Roth
I feel you on that. Yeah.
on number three.
Yep.
All right, we
Cool.
got two.
Well, my number two, man, I'm going to go deep with this one. All right. And I hope anybody that watches this that is into rap and rap culture and the history of it, I hope they totally respect this and that I liked this song back in like 84, 85. The song is White Lines Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's some street level fucking New York City OG rap game motherfuckers right there, man. Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel. Um, I even watched the. I don't remember there being a video for it, but I watched the video for it today. Um, and so for a very brief time, probably in 85 ish, late 80, 84 into 85, for a while there, kind of before me and my buddies got into skateboarding, my neighborhood buddies when I lived on the west side, um, we were into breakdancing for a little while. And so a lot of rap things were a part of that,
Mhm.
rap music. And that song was, I had a couple compilation tapes, and they had some also, but I remember this song being on it and liking the hook in it. So yeah, I distinctly remember this song from like 40 fucking years ago.
See, like it's funny because like I never was into rap growing up. My sister kind of was. I remember she would drag me to the movies to see Breakin' and Breakin' 2, the Electric Boogaloo,
Oh
and
yeah.
and I was like, the movies were good, but you know, she'd be listening to the soundtrack, and I'm like, man, this is fucking terrible, man. So
Well,
like, I did. Go ahead.
there was a breakdance crew called the New York City Breakers, and they were the thing with that whole breakdancing culture. And then the couple guys that were in the breaking movies, Cosmo and I forget the other one's name, but those two dudes were legit fucking street breakdancers, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, from the yeah. I know exactly the movies you're talking about.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, those are I've watched them several years ago. I mean, they're still good movies,
Yeah.
but yeah, just growing up, I was just never.
Do
I
you
remember.
remember
Go ahead.
you remember Beat Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, Beat Street is the New York City one, and the a lot of the New York City Breakers dudes are in that movie.
Funny because I do remember when Run DMC and Aerosmith came out with Walk This Way.
Absolutely.
I remember a buddy of mine is this black dude. We would be in detention every day, and in detention
That doesn't surprise me.
we would do that song. He would do the Run DMC part, and I would do the Steven Tyler part. You know, like every
Yeah.
day. We were in detention so much that we got this shit down. We were going to do it for the talent show because we had so much practice in detention.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, my number one then, I'm glad you finished it with that, is a Run DMC song.
I figured. That's why I didn't put any of them on mine because I figured you'd have some. All right.
And this
Well, hold on. My number. Or was you done? Because I'm giving my number two.
oh shit, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. I'm
Oh no, you're
sorry.
fine.
Yeah.
Um, this is more of gangster rap. From the 1991 album "We Can't Be Stopped." My mind is playing tricks on me by the Ghetto Boys.
Okay, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Dude, the fucking Bushwick Bill verse, man, so hard, dude. Like, oh, it's so good. Do you know that song?
If I heard it, maybe because I have heard some Ghetto Boys stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, that song is so fucking that could have been my number one. Like, I was kind of going back and forth. Um, but yeah, man, that song was so good. Like, that's actually the song that made me want to do this list because every time it comes on, man, it's like, man, it's so fucking good. Only thing that sucks is like when I originally bought the CD back in the 90s, I got the uncensored version. I didn't realize it until years later. I seen the uncensored. So when I hear the song now, I'm still like when I'm singing along to it, I'll still sing like the censored version.
Yeah.
Because it's so different. Because every other word is the N word or F word or whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing the video. The video was funny.
Yeah, I remember them being entertaining also. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Bushwick
I do remember that.
passed away a couple years ago. But
I remember that. Yep.
he
Yep.
was the shit.
Yep.
All right, what you got for number one?
Well, I already said there, yeah, my number one is a Run DMC song from back in that same window of time when I was into the breakdancing thing. And once again, Run DMC along, that New York culture, they were OGs to it also.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, it's like that by Run DMC is my number one, man. I think it was probably their first single that kind of went like beyond, just the street New York City thing. I think it
Mhm.
like went like a national single, man. It's like that, yeah. Run DMC.
I'm sure I know it, but from top of my head, I don't recognize it. But I do like some Run DMC, but I know you're a fan of them, so that's why I didn't put it on here. But yeah, I like it. Like you said, the OGs, man, that's where it all started, man.
Yeah. And like I said, the whole Grandmaster Flash,
Yeah,
they were all a part of that at the same
yeah,
time. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Run DMC, I put it number one for this.
Right on. All right, my number one. This whole album was so good. Like that's why I had to put it as number one. But off of the Chronic, Little Ghetto Boy, Dr. Dre, and Snoop. It's fucking hard, dude. Like I could have had that whole album on here. There's, like I said, there's so many Dre songs I could have put on here. Like I had a hard time narrowing it down.
And that Chronic album, that came out back when I worked at Media Play. And I know I had mentioned in another episode that when Doggy Style came out, I worked at Media Play at the same time. Could not keep the Chronic or Doggy Style on the fucking shelves.
Yeah, both
Could
great.
not fucking keep them in stock. That's how hot that shit was, man.
Yeah,
I mean, could not keep it fucking stocked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good shit, man. Like I
Yeah.
liked Chronic 2000 too. Like I was surprised because usually follow up records like that is not very good, but man, like Chronic 2000 was fucking good too. I could have had a bunch of that shit on my list too.
Yeah.
All right, well, Jeff Ron will mention. I'll let you go ahead and do yours first.
Yeah, since a couple came to mind, and actually one, well, first I just want to mention I did like some NWA stuff back in the 90s.
Yeah,
I should have looked some of that up and mentioned some of it, but in general, I'm just going to mention that I was into NWA there.
yeah,
But the couple that I got for honorable mention is a Dr. Dre and Tupac song, California Love. I did
that,
like that song.
that was almost in my top five, but I didn't want to have two Dre and two Tupac songs.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad
California
I thought
Love,
of it.
man.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
even like that song.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, it's so good. It's so catchy, man.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And thinking about it too, man, another one is and this just popped in my head, man, that Welcome to Miami song. Is that Will Smith?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know what you're talking
And then
about.
um there was a late 90s, like 98, 99, my God, why can't I think of his name? Dude from New York, huge, like popular dude, was married to Beyonce.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Jay-Z song in like 98, 99 that I liked real well. It was like the Bounce with me. You know what song I'm talking about there?
Mhm.
Yeah, I like that song. But the other honorable mention I had, man, that popped in my head was for the movie Colors, the song Colors. There's I don't even know who does it, but it just sticks in your head, man.
Isn't it Ice-T?
It could be.
I think it is
Could be.
Ice-T. Yeah.
Very much could be.
Yeah.
And that's another one, man. There was some Ice-T stuff. I liked in the late '80s even.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, I maybe should have spent a little more time on this. I've just been dealing with the tooth situation, and I
Yeah.
just got to it today. And I had a couple. I had the 3 6 Mafia song. I knew I'd want to do a Run DMC, obviously a Beastie Boys.
Hmm.
Um, so if I would have spent a little more time, I would have come up with a handful of more honorable mentions.
Yeah. Right on. Like, I got a lot, so I'll kind of go through them pretty quick. But I had California Love, Georgia Brooklyn, Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, you see, once again, I didn't spend enough time on
Yeah,
this. Yeah,
fucking good shit.
love
Like
that record.
that
Yeah,
whole record, yeah, is great.
yeah,
Um, Snoop, Murder Was the Case, off of Doggy Style.
yeah. I like that. Yeah.
There's a lot on that record. Like I could have had it every song. And a matter of fact, I did have a couple more, but once again, I tried to narrow down to one song. Back to CeeLo Green, Goody Mob was Cell Therapy.
Okay.
Um, then I had Timbaland, Magoo, and Missy Elliott with Up Jumps the Boogie.
Okay. I actually know that song too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's catchy. And another OG, fucking Public Enemy with Shut 'Em Down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could have had a
Well,
bunch of them on. I
I
love.
really had
I
I
love.
dug a little deeper, they would have fell on the radar for
Yeah,
sure.
like there was a few songs I was like, by the time we get to Arizona, was could have been one of them. And then I had Grave Diggers with Here Come the Grave Diggers.
I remember who they were. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of like hardcore kids got into them.
Yeah.
Um, this is more on the pop side, but this song is catchy. Gangsta's Paradise with Coolio.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Then I had Atmosphere, Trying to Find a Balance.
I know some Atmosphere stuff. Yeah.
Um, Cube and Dre, Natural Born Killers.
Okay. Yeah.
The rest are New Jack. That they would play that like during like this whole match.
Yeah.
Okay, and I had California Love. House of Pain with It Ain't a Crime. Wyclef Jean, Gone Till November.
Oh, okay. Yeah. From the Fugees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's one that Ben always liked real well. The Far Side with Passing Me By.
See, now even thinking about it, I could have come up. I like that one, that first Wu-Tang record, that 36 Chambers, I think.
Yeah.
Like, I like that. Ben is the reason why I like that because him
Oh
and
yeah.
Jason Berg and some other people would fucking listen to it, and I did kind of catch on to it. Yeah,
Yeah, Ben sweated some Wu-Tang.
yeah.
Then I had Spearhead, Hole in the Bucket.
Okay.
Pac Div, which stands for Pacific Division, Mayor.
Don't know
Uh,
that one.
Outcast with Mrs. Jackson.
Okay.
You can probably know that one. Old Dirty Bastard with Shimmy Shimmy Ya.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's another OG. Fucking going back to Cali with LL Cool J.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I like. Yes. That's another song I legit like. Yes.
Yeah, it is a great song.
From the Less Than Zero soundtrack, right?
Yeah, I think that was like one of the first rap songs I might have heard too.
Okay.
Then What's Golden from Jurassic 5.
Okay. I know
Um,
Jurassic 5, but
Ice T, That's How I'm Living, off of Home Invasion.
okay.
Ice Cube, It Was a Good Day.
I know that song. Yeah.
Dre, Keep Your Heads Ringing, off the Friday soundtrack.
I'd have to hear it. I may recognize it.
Dead at Birth with the song Dead at Birth. The Lynch Mob,
Yeah, the Lynch Mob, I remember. Yeah.
Fuck the Devil. And here's another one of Ben's favorites. Busta Rhymes with Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I had on those.
Oh well, hey, you dug more into it than I did.
Yeah. Like I said, there's a few of them that was on my top five. Then I had to switch it out. Like I said, California Love would have been on there, but like I said, I didn't want to have too many Dre. And I'm not the biggest Tupac fan. I think he's overrated. But I like him. We know when he's like featured on like another tracks or whatever. But like Dre, man, like
I did like that California Love song, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like Dre, anything like he produces, man, is like it's always good, man.
For a while there, it was like you said,
Yeah, it was like
you touched it went gold. Yeah.
fuck yeah, yeah. He was good shit.
Well, I'll tell you this too, man. A little side note: when I went to visit Todd in Vegas, he was living in Vegas there with his dad just before his dad passed away. We were at the corner where Tupac was killed.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and that was, I'll say this much, man. That had to been some planned shit, because that would have been a perfect spot,
Really?
because it was right off the strip, and I couldn't imagine. I mean, especially back in the '90s, been no cameras, none of that shit, man. Yeah, it would have been a quick in, quick out.
Didn't they just find the killer recently?
I don't know.
I think I seen not like I should have looked into it more, like because it could just be just clickbait or whatever. But like I think I seen where they said that they found who the killer was.
I know there's people. I see people with memes about Jada Pinkett and Tupac, but I
Yeah,
don't know the relevance of the memes though.
yeah, I know.
Um,
Yeah,
so
I
I,
know. Yeah, I've seen that too. I don't know what that is either.
yeah,
I know
so
they
I
were.
am kind of curious.
Yeah, I know they're supposed to have been friends or something, but I don't know if because it seemed like it's I've been seeing that ever since they found the killer. So I don't know if maybe she had something to do with
Knew
it or
something
something.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I guess I should have looked into that before we did this episode. But
Yeah. Well, I'm curious to know too what these memes are all about.
yeah,
So the memes are funny, but I want to understand the context of them, you know?
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I feel you. All right, that's all I have.
Me too, man.
All
This
right.
was fun though, man. It was fun to
Yeah.
do something different from our usual, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching. 5 and out.
5 and out.